If you have PCOS or think you might, you really need to hear this explainer because the reality is PCOS, it no longer exists. It has a new, much more accurate name, and understanding exactly why it changed could finally explain everything you've been going through. Let's get into Beyond the Cysts, the global shift from PCOS to PMOS. Part 1. The landmark name change. So in May 2026, the Lancet published a landmark paper officially renaming the condition to PMOS, Polyendocrine Metabolic Ovarian Syndrome. And listen, this wasn't just some simple PR rebrand. It was a massive scientific shift. Just look at the scale of this. We're talking about 22,000 doctors, researchers, and patients spending 11 whole years on this decision, eventually backed by 56 major medical organizations. That is absolutely huge. Why the big change? Well, to put it bluntly, the old name was literally scientifically wrong. It was pointing everyone in the wrong direction. Part 2, why PCOS was wrong. The name polycystic ovary syndrome made everyone believe you needed ovarian cysts to have this condition. But here is the new reality. Cysts are not required. Actually, scratch that. You never needed them. The real condition is a triad. It's about hormonal imbalance, insulin resistance, and metabolic dysfunction. It's a chain reaction. Your ovaries are affected, sure, but they are the victims here, not the starting point. Part 3. The damage it caused. That wrong name had devastating, real-world consequences. Picture this. A woman goes to her doctor with weight gain, acne, irregular periods. The doctor scans her, finds no cysts, and says, hey, you're fine. But spoiler alert, they were not fine. If you went through this, your experience was completely valid, even when the system failed you. Because of this medical misdirection, diagnoses were delayed by years. Treatments were completely wrong, mostly just masking symptoms. And research completely crippled by a narrow framework. We are talking about 170 million women worldwide affected by this oversight. To put that into perspective, that's 1 in 8 women on the planet. And the tragic reality is that the vast majority of them are underdiagnosed or diagnosed way too late. Part 4. What PMOS actually is. PMS is a full body condition. It drives up androgens, like testosterone. It throws your metabolism out of whack with insulin resistance right at its core. It disrupts ovulation. And because everything is connected, it cascades out, affecting your skin, your weight, your mood, and your daily energy. So, what are the signs you should be watching for? Irregular or missing periods, unexplained weight gain, excess facial or body hair, persistent deep acne, documented insulin resistance, or difficulty conceiving. But here's the absolute kicker. You only need 2 of these signs. You don't need all of them, and you definitely don't need cysts. Just 2 is enough to go speak to your doctor.
Part 5. The India eyeball.
In India, this matters even more. Women there have incredibly high rates of PMOS, yet the timeline is tragic. Symptoms pop up and get brushed off as stress. 5 to 10 years pass without a single insulin test. And then, bam, a fertility crisis forces a delayed diagnosis. If that sounds familiar, you have to push for answers. Don't wait for a fertility crisis. Ask specifically about PMAO. Demand comprehensive hormone panels, fasting insulin levels, and metabolic markers. As we wrap up, remember this. The name changed, the condition didn't, but this new name finally tells the whole story, pointing the way to better, earlier diagnosis and actual targeted treatment. So I'll leave you with this. Will you wait for a crisis, or will you push for your metabolic markers today? If this explainer helped you, please share it with someone who needs it. Like and subscribe to Life and Health, and check the description if you want to read the original Lancet paper.